fix my hair. Fuck. I'm gonna go brush it. I don't think it wants to cooperate. I think I'm just gonna... Oh, it doesn't look too bad, I think. Just see her poking her head out. Oh. Oh, there's Pistachio. As I like to call him, Piss. Oh. They're playing. As long as they don't growl, they're fine. So I've died a lot in WoW Classic Hardcore. I recently just lost my level 45. I did this character non-streaming. If you guys remember, he was actually my potion maker. I grinded him to level 45, and he died last night. And that was really heartbreaking. Let's look at the time played. 5 days, 4 hours, 25 minutes. Fuck. As of this loss, I'm quitting WoW Classic Hardcore. Until they do fresh, because I don't feel like leveling again. I actually just started this character right here. Died so much that I could kind of scale the ones that were good or bad. So I wanted to do a tier list reviewing all my deaths in hardcore. I don't have footage. I think I only have footage for like 1, maybe 2. So Altar Potion died on the chicken quest. So if you don't know, there's an item that you can pick up randomly from an enemy, and it gives you a quest to find this chicken, and it gives you like 5,000 XP really quickly. And then I didn't do my research. That quest randomly spawns 3 enemies. And so I had already pulled 2, and 3 randomly spawned, and they were my level. And so I pulled 4. I tried to finish it because I didn't want to restart the quest, and they caught up to me, and they mauled me to death, and I died. And that was how I died. So I think this death truly is D tier. And I didn't know that the quest did that, and so I was punished for that. So any quest that's not like kill some random bullshit, I'm just going to research from now on that I haven't done before. Camtopian, my warrior. This is a guy who died today. And I decided that I was going to make him a tank. That's actually a blue shield. It was 20 gold on the auction house, but I got it from a random drop on my warlock. So I was like, great. That's awesome. Like, I'm going to be able to use this shield to tank, and I'll be the best tank ever. Beard Crest. This shield usually goes for 12 to 20 gold on the auction house. I tried to tank a dungeon. I thought it would be a good idea to tank. And the group I came with had 2 other warriors with me. And so I was tanking. I pulled with the gun so that the enemies would come to us and they'd pull back. The 2 other warriors charged at the enemy, and they pulled the Goblin Engineers and Deadmines. The thing about the Goblin Engineers and Deadmines is if you attack them, there is a random chance that they can spawn a little mech enemy that can come and attack you. They can come and attack you. It'll frolic about. Hee! I'm a goblin. There's a chance. It's a pretty high chance, actually. Actually, it's a pretty high chance. It's actually quite uncommon for them to not spawn. You really have to do some very heavy DPS to make sure they don't spawn. Pulling 4 enemies, you're going to have a hard time cutting them down, and then having 8 more spawn, or 4 more spawn. I couldn't hold aggro, too, because they were using 2-handed swords, and they had so much DPS that I just couldn't hold aggro at all. So the healer starts to get targeted by these mobs because I'm not able to hold aggro at all. They're doing too much damage. We have world buffs on. And the healer has 3 enemies chasing him. Instead of running towards us, he runs away. And he says run. And so we all start running. Eventually, I come to terms with the fact that I'm probably going to die. I'm not going to make it out. So I try to jump to the safe point. Or that this is the safe. They can't get you when you're right here. There's no way the enemies can get you. I try to jump from like right here onto it, and I bounce off. I miss the jump. I have a sprint potion on, might I add. I bounce off and die. So I think this death is A tier. This is hilarious. This whole story is super funny. The fact that things didn't really go out well for any of us, I think that's hilarious. I think this story is A tier. Now, there's Camtopian. He died in Deadmines 2. Actually kind of funny. He died in that beginning quest where you do it before you go in. And this was like right when hardcore started. So, essentially there was hyperspawn. And the enemies kept spawning on us. And they just kept spawning, and we kept killing them and kept killing them. We eventually, our healer ran out of mana, and we just started to get picked off one by one. It was really sad. Also, it was kind of sick, because we just kind of kept, one of us kept getting picked off, and they just kept spawning on top of us, and we're like, come on, Oldham, we got this. And then 2 more would spawn, and we just got overwhelmed, and one guy died, and everyone's like, we can do this still, hold. And then another guy dies, and we're like, we might be able to do this. And I die, and then I think only one guy made it out. And it was literally like a guy. The first guy that died didn't even want to do Deadmines. I had to like convince him, and he was in my guild. He did not want to do it at all. He did not want to do it at all. He was not really in the mood to do it. And so, yeah, I think this death is funny, Camtopian. It's just so dramatic. And it's like the zombies, like they kept coming out of the ground and attacking us. So I think this death is also A tier. I think this death is lit. I think this is a cool story. Kind of a lame death. I went to go take a piss. And I was like, I'm in L1, but this is like a relatively safe area. I don't think I'm in like I don't think I'm in the path of any mobs. So I came back and I was dead. So I didn't even see this character die. He just died. And he's like the lowest of the low. This is not a good story. This is just kind of boring. It's not even that funny, really. It's kind of... I don't know what to rate this one right here. Camtopian, level 20. This is the disconnect death, where I think it's still in my channel. It might be unlisted. But I disconnected while running into Deadmines, and we pulled a bunch of mobs because we were just going to run in. And so I disconnected, and this all happened on stream, and it's on my channel. And game crashes. I load the game back up. I'm dead. So I didn't even see this character die either. I think this is above Camtopian actually, because I got a clip out of it. But this is lame. I think this one's a lot better. Camtopian YT. He actually died a lot like Alto Potion did. And Alto Potion died. Alto Potion died from random enemies spawning on him. So I think this is a C. This is from a quest in Stormwind. I think this is a little bit above because it happened in Stormwind. There's a mage-specific quest in Stormwind where you complete a quest and then you start another one, and then a bunch of random mobs will spawn on you and attack you. And it's like supposed to be like a story moment, and they'll attack you, and the 3 of them spawned, and I died. So Camtopian, this one right here, level 29, he died in Wetlands on the Wetlands quest, the missing diplomat. And on that quest, there's like a bar fight, and there's like a guy who he hears something or something. I don't really remember, okay? Get off my case. And he'll run out of the bar. You're supposed to chase after him and kill him, and then like beat him up. But if you don't kill him quick enough, he will spawn back up. And when he spawns back up, he will keep spawning back up. And so I had world buffs. It's level 32 quest. He's level 29, as you can see. And I'm like, I got this. No worries. I did not know that he spawned more and more guys. And so slowly I'm whittling down, dying. He's barely taking any damage. I'm like, shit, I gotta run. I start running. I drink a potion. A level 60 sees this in Wetlands. It's in the town, like it's in the little middle of the town. The guards don't help you, by the way. They'll just let you die. And he sees this and he tries to save me, and he gets there just in the nick of time. But I don't make it. I don't make it one bit. I die. I croak bad. And I think he makes it, and he starts fighting him, and then they just keep attacking me. And he sees me die, and he's like, I'm sorry, man. This death I feel is pretty cool. Like, you got the idea of like him sprinting at me, like, come and try and save me. I think that's fucking cool. I'm gonna put this S tier. Actually, yeah, S tier. Camtopian level 11. Very simple death, actually. I just pulled one enemy too many. I think this is even worse than this one. I think he's above Camtopian, below the Deadmines one, just because this is just kind of boring. There's not really a story or anything with it either. It's just kind of not interesting at all. So Camtopian died in Arathi Highlands or whatever it's called, and I was there to try and get a flight path. I can't even remember why. Actually, I think we were about to do Shadowfang Keep, and he's kind of high level to be doing that dungeon anyways. But there's a quest called in Arathi Highlands. It's a level 36 quest with a messenger, and the messenger has these bodyguards, and they follow him everywhere he goes. And so I just happened, they go on the road. I just happened to be on the same road as them, unfortunately. At the same time, I turned around a corner, and then there was 5 of them, and they immediately aggroed. I tried to intimidating shot them to make them go away, and they didn't want to go away. They kept attacking, and that was the end of Camtopian. And they ate me alive. This one's interesting, actually, because I got a fucking email from Blizzard. I didn't even know they did this. This is the only character they've done this on, by the way. It says, "You're not the first, you won't be the last. In pursuit of this calling, your untimely demise was met at level 28 on June 6, 2024. You were last seen gallivanting around Arathi Highlands, but all that remains is a barren corpse torn to pieces by something vicious." This implies that they fucking ate me, by the way. That these zombie, because the undead are zombies, and one of their abilities is cannibalize. That they fucking killed me and ate me. That one's it's just funny that they sent an email and it's like, yeah, they ate you too, bitch. Oh shit, I forgot to rank it. I threw it in S tier. Yeah, it's an S tier death. The email is like the creme de la croix, whatever the fucking Redditors say.